And Thepchaiya, obviously like one of the most exciting players that we've got in the game today, especially for these two great players as well. Marco's been putting in a lot of practice.
Yes, he was on the practice table.
Babes.
One.
Not as sharp as that though, Phil.
Off. That seemed unthinkable. And at times last season,
Playing well, otherwise you can be in danger. But
No.
as you'll see today by the looks of things, just how good a player Thepchaiya is. Started off sharp here though, the great long red. Coming down there off the green for the red.
30.
He's going to have to really power this one in.
Thepchaiya Un-Nooh. 20.
Playing in tournaments lately and getting used to these very slippery conditions on a brand new cloth.
Nine.
A bit more aggressive and not just play for the single reds, it'll be straight into the pack. With that red on the... Open the frame up and try and win the frame straight away in one visit.
17.
He doesn't hang about neither.
$25.
absolutely tailor-made 2019. If you're unfamiliar with that tournament, it's 5 minutes, 15 seconds, especially the 10 seconds. That's a real hindrance, a real handicap for him.
It can only be a bit of a hindrance sometimes when you're a bit awkward, but if you... A tournament we all look forward to now, but obviously players like Thepchaiya are going to...
49.
And look at this. Frame already in the books.
57. It's alright, go on, thanks.
He sort of looks so good on the shot. He doesn't look that quick, if you know what I mean.
65.
He's not like a Tony Drago, yeah, but more on instinct. Not so much of a technique there, whereas Thepchaiya, he's got a lovely flow and cue action as well, and although he's quick...
71.
On today, when you're refereeing for
78.
Un-Nooh,
He's going to be quite warm after this.
Thank you. 85.
Marco Fu missed that middle distance red injury.
Yeah,
No.
the match isn't obviously over or anything, but you're putting yourself under pressure straight away.
96. 100.
He's actually so good, he's infuriating when you see him play like this.
105.
A little bit like Jack Lazowski, you think, sure.
Yeah, it seems as when he can get into this relaxed zone,
111.
he's at his best, and obviously when the pressure comes on a bit, it's not as easy, but yeah, how easy was that? The last couple of weeks, just been getting back into it again. As I said before, there'll be a few players sort of practicing a few weeks beforehand. Some will not be doing it time, so just while I'm on that, a massive thanks to them, because always be...
Who isn't saying thanks for being put in that predicament? It's 2-1 Maguire, and it looks like going 2-2. You've experienced that yesterday, Gary. Yes, you've got a point, but it must be quite deflating.
Yeah, I was actually quite frustrated at that one. It wasn't a great game between me and Barry, to be honest. As you say, I went 2-0 up. Lovely bit of salmon and potatoes and everything yesterday. And I came onto my game against Barry and I felt so lethargic. I think I'd ate too much, Phil. Ideal to get them 2 wins straight away, and I would have only needed a draw at worst. Sorry. So yeah, a good start in this is key. It's every frame, every ball sort of matters. and it can make it quite a tough format at times. So it'll be a good positional shot to get onto one of these reds. Yeah, just a little bit too much to ask there, I think.
Marco Fu.
Again, a little sloppy on the safety.
We can't overstate much love out there, and quite rightly so. In 2017, Gary, he was appointed
There as well is Marco. Not only a great player, a very strong ambassador for snooker in Hong Kong. It's just really nice to see Marco back playing again, back here. And hopefully that's going to be him playing in most of the tournaments again. Yeah, I actually remember playing Marco in... He'd really picked up the pace. I mean, he's not a slow player anyway, Marco, but he'd really picked up the pace against me. But yeah, hopefully all them troubles are behind him, because it would be great to see.
Sam.
Left and the red to the right of the black. Going to leave that now for a few shots.
50.
Reds to land on one. But he has got the red to the right of the pink. And another couple of open reds. If he's got the angle here, he can flick one or two out. Play the red to the left of the black. And then surely leave the angle on the black to go into the reds. Certain players who go into the reds at every given opportunity, and some pick them off. It's not always as clear cut as that. Oh, it's not worked out from there.
38.
Very similar to what Marco messed up before. And he's kind of done the same again. He's caught it thick, so I think he's maybe just not quite used to the slippiness of the cloth.
I'll tell you what, down at Brentwood in Essex, as late replacements for the Philippines, sadly Efren Reyes could not get a visa and wasn't able to attend.
To be honest, it made me feel a lot better about my campaign in the UK Open. They played quite poorly, and difference in weight difference of the balls and things. It's all things you've got to get used to if you're going to play at any kind of high level. A good go at it, and had a few weeks to a month's practice, and played with, you know, any snooker player doing that could actually have a good run and put up a good performance. So
Emily Fraser and the team at Matchroom Multisport are doing such a wonderful job in promoting 9-ball last year in Atlantic City.
40.
And it was amazing the reaction of the...
Yeah, it just gets the hype around Q Sports in general, doesn't it? So if we can work together in some ways and get that, then...
20.
Got another couple of loose reds. Pink, red next to the black, and leave an angle on the black to cannon them two reds. And this is where generally in a normal break you end up where you want to be most of the time, believe it or not. Tables. It was mentioned, I think, yesterday,
42.
and
Well, we had Sean Murphy in your role
yesterday in my last game. One that I would probably think twice about on a star table, but thought if I got anywhere near, it would go in.
57.
He's got a lovely cannon there.
59.
Hits it well, you'd expect Marco to get.
62.
but he's
66.
actually 2 years younger than the world champion and world number one, so he can't say that anymore.
How the perception of the game's changed.
71.
Well, the application of
Both players look to be playing well. Marco struggled a little bit early on, but seems to have got a good feel for the conditions and how things are playing now, so... Again, got the pace lovely there. Just trying to come really thin off this red now.
Foul and a miss. Thepchaiya Un-Nooh 4.
Thinking that if he misses it this time, he needs a backup plan. But he's caught it just right. He's played that really well. That man on either. I've been very close a few times. And put the white up to somewhere near where it is now, hopefully. It's a very good shot again. Again, blocking that red over the right-hand corner. Excellent shot. Because he's moved that red, he's actually left this as a shot to nothing now for the path of the cue ball. Great shot.
What?
Yeah, harsh on Fu.
Thepchaiya's potted a great red. You've just got to hold your hands up and say a good shot. Just floats the brown in.
6.
Not an easy shot to judge. Played that quite well though. He's caught the right
Thepchaiya
side of
Un-Nooh
it.
6.
Yeah, again, it's red. They should go in. And the cannon on the pink's lovely to land on the black, so... to pop the black into this left corner, but he's going to need to... Didn't want the cannon on the brown though.
That you guys on the Pro Tour make look easy, and
The grippiness and the slickness of the cloth struggled with that a little bit in this game so far. But once you know what's
39.
going on and you've got a feel for the conditions prop, it can make you look silly just when you don't really know what's happening.
$47.
re-qualifying matches make it to the Crucible.
55.
Losing 10, could he possibly have come close to losing his tour card?
Thepchaiya Un-Nooh.
But he always knows there's a chance. Maybe not. I thought he'd left an edge of that red so he could just chip it in the middle, but a little bit careless, that one. You can get these two open reds with blacks and the red on the black cushion to stun him behind the pink off the last red. Yourself into a position of where's best to lay the snooker from. And you'll already know that. Great ball to get behind.
Remarkable frames I think I've ever commentated on. Outstanding. At others, head scratching. Can tell you over on table 2, the second match of the day.
Yeah, again, as you see with the break off there, very hard to get anywhere near over behind the green. Miss hit somewhat by Thepchaiya, so bit of a half chance missed there. Just in a little bit of luck here. He's played that well. He's tried for a full ball contact there.
We sometimes talk about players dictating the pace of a match. Now, generally speaking, that's when a slower player...
You're sort of playing your next safety shot straight down, playing it first shot you see, which is really the way you should be playing, in essence. It's instinct. Just caught the red on the way through though. He's played that lovely. He didn't...
70.
If he makes the most of this, then that'll be the case. A win in your first match, it just set... It's not too bad. He's still got the red on the right hand side he can play on.
37.
Yeah, he's a very heavy scorer, Marco. If you're not as much, not the flashiest of players, of course, but very,
40.
In a match that was streamed online. It was at the old Regal Masters in Scotland.
We don't get cars now, Phil, do we?
In the Grand Prix in the tournament in your part of the world, up in Sunderland. And it was
Yeah, just ran out of position
Michael Fu,
a bit
60.
carelessly. Really, he was in a good position there to kill off the frame, and to make the most of them. So he'll just be working his way into the tournament anyway. He'll not be getting too disappointed about it. He'll hope he can nick a draw here and just you don't get flustered by not performing too well at the start of the season. It's all about getting through at the end of the day and building on that.
Michael Fu, 8.
off rain ball missed.
Leave your opponent a chance. The way they're positioned, it's going to be very hard for Thepchaiya to win the frame. Yeah, Jimmy being the seed, obviously, as you say, played first. You get a chance at the end of the day to see what the situation is going into your last game. And because he's won his game, you'd have been hoping for nothing more than that. Could be that. Left.
1.
It looked like he was in stroke and he was playing quite well, so he'll be a bit disappointed to only come out of this 2s each. Starting with a 2-all draw, he'll just try and build on that, so not too bad from his...
An enforced break from the professional
Michael
tour.
Fu,
I think this is a really good return from Marco Fu.